CBS 6 brought you the story of a former addiction and recovery organization that traveled to the state capitol to advocate for opioid settlement funds going to the right places. And we're learning tonight just how much of a difference that story made.
Addiction recovery organizations are breathing a sigh of relief, finding out in a call just after noon today that the potential $8.4 million in cuts to vocational and educational services has been restored.
We're told our story was sent to state officials and that today they decided to restore the funding. CBS 6's Tom Eschen now looking at what the long-term plan will be.
Michael Washington went from a successful career on Wall Street to 3 stints in prison, suffering from addiction.
I became scared to death because now I'm getting older and I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do with my life? Northeast Career Planning gave me a shot.
His epiphany came in jail, but what helped him out of the hole, steps towards a job and career, which he's now passing on as a part of Unity House.
We're looking to help people develop a process of getting work. Meanwhile, all we're doing is reinforcing their recovery.
It's those services which were initially placed on the chopping block, $8.4 million to be exact, which meant potentially 100 people like Michael losing their jobs. Now, the governor's idea was for the Department of Labor to cover some of these vocational and educational services, but without any more funding added, which is a concern for some who say the needs of these individuals are different than others.
I already know everyone's story. I already know how it's going to end.
Friday's push by advocates got the state's attention, as we're told funding has now been restored until June of 2025. So now the fight is on for the long-term viability for these programs. But with that could come more challenges.
OASIS is very, very strong on harm reduction and on medication-assisted treatment, but there's more to this area than just that.
Which is why lawmakers like Phil Steck continue to push to support these services, giving people like Michael the ability to spread a message of hope for years to come.
There's also success. And how do we get to that success? People don't just wake up one day and say, okay, I don't want to use drugs anymore. Yeah. It has to do with programs like we're involved in.
Reporting from Troy, Tom Eschen, CBS 6 News.